Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to reading for, this is your November bonus reading. We're just going to jump right in here, Scorpio, and we're going to see what is going on for you. We're doing like a Celtic Cross style spread here, so let's see. You start off with the High Priestess in your present energies, and the High Priestess is a card of like needing to trust your intuition. For you, I kind of feel that it's more about belief. The High Priestess, the story of the High Priestess, I'll show you her in a minute, but she has no roof over her head. And it kind of says that that she needs to believe that there are no limits to what she can do or what she can accomplish in her life. So, and damn, I'm pretty sure that you have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles in your November monthly reading. I'm pretty sure it was you. It might not have been, but, I'm pretty sure. And so that looks amazing, but she needs to believe that she can accomplish something. So it's about having that like deep belief in yourself and needing to trust your intuition as well. I also feel that some of you, she has these pomegranates behind her, and pomegranates are like the fruit of the underworld. And so sometimes I connect her, not really with death, which is your card, but sometimes I connect her with maybe not really even making a sacrifice, but kind of, making some sort of transition or change in your life. And so I do feel that for some of you, that you could be making a change. For your crossing energy, you have the Two of Cups. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you. And the Two of Cups, I kind of feel this is you. I really feel this is you needing to open up. That's not normally what I would get on the Two of Cups, but, it could be love, but really I'm feeling that this is more talking about you communicating with your higher self. This right here is a staff of Hermes, and it represents communication. And I always look at the Two Cups as you and your higher self. So, on top of being a card of love, of course. But sometimes I feel that your higher self could be trying to guide you or communicate with you. And the funny thing is in the area of your thoughts, or in the area of what's on your mind, you have the Four Cups. So, that's like the hand of God that's reaching out there with that cup. And I feel like you've been asking for something, and everything you've been asking for maybe has been a little bit disappointing. The thing with the Four Cups is that, the way that I look at it is that it's like baking a cake. You've manifested the flour, the sugar, the eggs, everything you need, but you're disappointed because you need to mix everything together and pop it in the oven. So it's like you have all the things you need, but you're just not, putting the pieces together. And, that's kind of what I'm feeling here is like if you're feeling disappointed, or if you're feeling like you're not getting the things that you need or desire, that this is really just saying you need to, again, put all the pieces of the puzzle together to have success with whatever you're trying to do. So, that's kind of, I don't know, that's all I really get there on the Four Cups. In the area of your foundation, you have the Ten of Wands. Personally, I like the Ten of Wands. I know a lot of readers read it as a bad card, but, really the story of him is that he planted those wands in his fields, and, what he is carrying is his harvest. And yes, it was a lot of work, but also, yes, he's about to be rewarded. He's about to reach his home here, and he's about to have a harvest. I mean, to me, that is not really a bad thing. To me, that is a good thing. So I feel like there could be a lot of success in you kind of, planting seeds towards something new, or kind of investing in new ideas. And, that's what I feel is kind of going on here, is that you are, you're doing the work here, Scorpio. And I feel like it's been a lot of work, but the beautiful thing is Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. It's like you're getting, the results for all the work that you've been doing. In the past, you have the Sun card. The Sun is like a very playful, childlike energy, and the interesting thing is I do just feel that you're kind of getting a little bit more serious. I don't think this is a bad thing. The Sun, of course, is a card of happiness and joy. I would also, I would make sure to include more things in your life that bring you happiness and joy. I kind of do feel that's important with the Sun, and I also feel it would be important for you to share things. You have the Hermit coming up in the area of your very near future. And I'll show you. We'll jump forward. The Hermit kind of has that star in the lantern, and that star could be something like an idea or a goal, wish, dream, or something that he needs to share with the world. And he's earned his right to do this. He has gone through a dark night of the soul, and or done some soul searching to get to the top of this mountain. The story of the Hermit is that his feet are frozen, and he could easily take that lantern and put it down by his feet and it would thaw out his feet. He would be able to continue to move forward. So it's kind of like, maybe it's time for you to open up, or maybe it's time for you to try to do something again, which I feel like I said to you in your monthly, just the regular monthly reading. If we look here, you have 4 cups, Hermit to the 10 of Pentacles. It's almost like here that you're afraid you're going to be disappointed again. But really, the result is quite simple. The result is the 10 of Pentacles, everything you want and desire in your life. So, I feel like this is kind of saying I would give something a chance. I feel like the reading is very simple. I think it's just saying that you are going to be very happy with the outcome here, the 10 of Cups, you're about to be very happy with an outcome in your life. But I also feel you kind of need to thaw out. You need to kind of start working towards it, or you need to accept it into your life, whatever this is. For it could be love or business or money or something else. Again, 10 of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. But as I always say, I like to make it very clear that the 10 of Pentacles is something that you will work on for the rest of your life. It is building or leaving a legacy. It's not winning the lottery. It's like, I know people think they want to win the lottery, but And I'm not saying it would be horrible if you did win the lottery, right? Although for some people it is. But to me, it's much more rewarding to earn it, to go and get it, and to build this right here. It's much more significant. And again, I'm not making like a value judgment here on winning the lottery or whatever. It's like I wouldn't turn it down either, Scorpio. But I'm just saying it's worth it to work towards the 10 of Pentacles. It's literally the reason why we're here. Is that I believe that we're here to create our own little slice of heaven on earth, right? And to try to do it, but most people don't. So I would say, like, start working towards creating your 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is everything you want to desire in your life. Like I said, it's also, to me, the best love card in the deck as well. It's a Pentacle card, yes, but it's beyond, this is above and beyond happy home, happy family, which is what we have on the 10 of Cups, right? Which you have here, which is great. I love readings that have both. To me, that makes it just a little bit extra special. So, I feel like there's a lot of happiness and joy coming in for you here. But I also feel there could be a really solid love connection coming in for you. In the area of your closest relationships, you have the 8 of Pentacles. This could tell me that you're really focusing on working on relationships, not just love. We're talking about all relationships here. And so I feel that you are kind of putting in the work and seeing results. I also feel that you could be attracting a person without even clarifying, which we're going to do in a minute. I kind of feel like you could be attracting a person who really puts in the work. I think that's something that will stand out to you if you are attracting a person. For some reason, I have Gemini popping into my head. Could be a Virgo, Leo you have here. Could be any sign, general reading, of course. But, that's kind of what stands out to me. Pisces as well. It's always Pisces with you. I'm a Pisces, and I think Pisces is obsessed with Scorpio. So, there you go. But the 8 of Pentacles is someone who will put in the work. So who the hell cares what sign they are? I tell people all the time, stop judging people based off of their sun sign. It's like the worst thing you can look at for love. If you find a person who puts in the work, who the hell cares, right? You have the Queen of Swords here. This is coming up in the area of your future feelings. Very clear. I think there is a lot of clarity coming in for people just in general. We just had that eclipse in Libra, which I think kind of brought like a little bit of clarity into our lives where, maybe we understand on a deeper level what our next step should be. Maybe we understand, the directions we should move in life and, all that other good stuff. So I kind of feel that this could just be you being clear. I also feel like you're opening up. Again, she has that sword up, but she has her hand out. She's like kind of cautiously optimistic and she's willing to receive. So I feel, and it doesn't matter what gender you are, by the way, I feel like some of you are just maybe giving love a second chance, not as in a past person. I just think it's like a new person where you're giving it a second chance. Your outcome is the 10 of Cups. So fortune after difficulty, definitely a very positive outcome. This is the happy home, happy family card, but I feel like you're just going to be very happy. I think there's a lot of reasons for you to feel happy and to feel excited about your future. And so that's like really what I get here. I think this is, very simple. The action you need to take is the 4 cups, which is to try something again. And again, I'm not saying repeat a mistake. There's a difference here, right? You're not going back to a past person. I'm not necessarily saying that you're going back to a past business or anything either. What I am saying is that maybe you had the idea of having a business and now you start something else. You try something new. Could be you moving or just trying something new in your life in general. It's going to be different for all of you, but I would do it. With the High Priestess and the Page of Cups, the 2 of Cups, you have the Page of Wands. Could be a fire sign or excuse me, could be someone with fire in their chart that's coming in for you. But what I would say is we are in a very adventurous time. the Page of Wands is very adventurous. He is very enthusiastic about kind of like new directions in his life, and he's very enthusiastic about creating new things in his life as well. So, with the Sun here, I wouldn't leave the Sun behind. The Sun says you need to keep following and embracing your enthusiasm. Like, don't lose this right here. Don't lose the drive towards enthusiasm, right? Maybe very good reading, clearly, but with that Queen of Swords, if I was being super, super picky about this reading, that Queen of Swords could say that you're trying to logic too much, and I don't think we're in a very logical time right now anyway, and I would never suggest that you don't be logical. I think we should be both. It's like, why be one? Logical or, intuitive or whatever, right? You want to call it. It's like, why be one? I think it's best to balance both things out. It makes you more flexible and makes you more successful as a human, right? So, that's what I would do here, and, I would just be open to all possibilities. With the Four of Cups, yes, are you kidding? You have the Ten of Cups. I'm telling you right now, something that you're thinking about is going to be a Ten of Cups. It could be a person that you're interested in. It could be a new direction that you're moving in with the Ten of Cups. But whatever it is, Ten of Cups is like, extreme happiness, being very happy that you made a decision. The Ten of Cups also encourages you to focus on happiness. Like, I'll show you here. These people are standing in the real world, but they're focusing on those 10 cups above them. So it's like there are going to be plenty of things to complain about over the next 20 years. Trust me. It's like we're in a time of chaos until at least 2025. And really, as far as I'm concerned, 2033. So, and that does not mean, and people always say to me like, oh, I don't want to wait. And all of a sudden, I'm like, don't wait. That's not the point. You shouldn't be waiting to do anything. It's like, yes, we're in a time of chaos. That doesn't mean stop. It means you should be, again, creating your own little slice of heaven here on earth as best you can. Do what you can with what you got right now. Again, I keep saying my biggest concern over the next 10 years for people is I think a lot of people are going to get to the end of the next decade basically, and they're going to look back and they're going to say, oh my God, I spent so much time worrying about things that never happened. Maybe some of the things will happen. But again, the things people will be worrying about are out of their control anyway, instead of just building something. So, again, I'm going to constantly preach the message of building something better in the world, whatever that is for you. Could be like building a business, could be building something that inspires people, could be creating a positive relationship when there are no positive relationships in the world. Maybe you need to be the one that creates that, right? And so, I would do those things. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Four Cups. I love this Four Cups, actually. This Four Cups from the White Sage Tarot, you can see those 3 cups pouring into 1 cup. So it really says you are attracting a person who really pours into connections if you want love. And even if you don't want love, again, I feel like you're finally mixing the cake batter together. You're finally, if you're like working on a business or working on a personal project, it's almost as if you are kind of finally mixing those things together, which is definitely very good. With the Sun here, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups says that you were spoiled for choice, had a lot of options. I feel like some of you need to pick the things that, again, fulfill your heart, really. There are normally like good things and bad things on the Seven of Cups, in the cups themselves. And the Seven of Cups to me says, it says a couple of things. Number one, it says you should pick the things that resonate with your heart. Especially right now, I believe we're in a heart-based time. We need to pick the things that resonate with us in all areas of our life. The other thing that it kind of says is that, you can imagine how something is going to turn out all day long. But until you actually do it, you have no freaking clue what is going to happen. So it kind of says it's time to make a move. Like, if you're thinking about starting a business or going out and dating, it's time to do it because you won't know what's actually going to happen until you do it. You cannot look at this. With the Hermit, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Are you kidding? This is a very, very good reading. You have the Ten of Pentacles twice, Ten of Cups twice, Sun, really, really nice. So again, something that you could be keeping hidden here with the Hermit is going to make you very successful. It could be anything. It could be your feelings for a person. It could be something that you learned because, again, the Hermit has learned a lot. He has gone through a dark night of the soul. He's done some soul searching. He has found answers. That's the whole freaking point of the Hermit. So, whenever I see this in a reading like this, it really tells me that you've been through it. You've been through it, no doubt about it. But now it's time to, go and do something about it. Like whatever you've been through, whatever you've learned, whatever you've experienced, now it's time to kind of like put those things into practice. Excuse me. Or now it's time for you to kind of, go share your ideas with the world because they'll make you very successful. Or now it's time to go get that relationship, right? With the Ten of Cups, you have the Hierophant. It could be a Taurus, could be any sign that's coming in for you, of course, general reading, but could lead to marriage, Hierophant. The other thing that I think of with the Hierophant is that he is a bridge between the heavens and the earth. So he can manifest his dreams on earth. He can, bring things from heaven to earth. And like I just said earlier, I was kind of getting those words, creating a little slice of heaven on earth with the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like, what can you do to do that? I think everybody needs to focus on this right now. I'm constantly talking about Pluto going into Aquarius because literally our only job, people always ask me, right? When I used to do readings, people would constantly ask me, what is my purpose? And I would always say, well, really, I think that the whole purpose thing is blown out of proportion. I think we come here to, create our dream life, whatever that is for you. God lives through you based off of what you create in the world. So I think we should all be creating things, good things, right? Not things that we think we should do. It's like when you go and have a career, you're kind of like doing something you think you should do because society says, go have a career or go do this or go do that, really. And again, some people want careers, not hating on that at all. It's like, but what do you really want to do in your life? And, how can you create it? Even if you have to start small, it's like, how can you bring that into existence? And, that's all I would focus on. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the World. I kind of like this because, for whatever reason, I get here that you're kind of like opening up. You're completing a cycle where maybe you've been more withdrawn or maybe you've been more closed off or, it's coming up again in the area of your closest relationship. So it's kind of saying to me that maybe you're being more open to, kind of allowing people into your life, whatever that means for you. This could be like emotionally, love-wise, friend-wise, all those things. I'm getting everything. And so I feel like you're kind of like being more open here with the World card. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Tower. All three water signs have had the Tower. So it wouldn't surprise me if everybody's going to get the Tower. And all three have had it in this last part of the reading as well, which is interesting. But there definitely could be some global Tower moments. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of chaos. Ten of Cups says you will get what you focus on. So, again, choose happiness, choose joy. Some of you could also be causing a Tower moment on purpose, believe it or not. Sometimes I think it's a good thing to create a Tower moment on purpose. Like if something's clearly not working in your life, you can choose to move away from it, which it would be creating a Tower moment on purpose, but you're doing it for a good reason. You're doing it so you can, start something else, right? Yeah, with the Ten of Cups, you have the Queen of Swords. Again, Queen of Swords, she is very focused on the future. She also sees things clearly, so she understands like the actions and the things that she needs to do to bring clarity in her life. And again, she's cautiously optimistic. She's open and willing to receive. So I feel like there really is no need to worry about the Tower. I said the same thing to the other three water signs as well, that I feel like there's no need to worry about it, and worrying doesn't do anything anyway. We're going to pull 5 main themes now. I actually didn't want to use this deck, but I did. So there you go. You have this ant card that says work, achievement, success. So clearly a lot of success. You have the Ten of Wands, which would be like an ant, carrying a heavy burden, carrying a lot of weight. And so if you've been carrying a lot of weight and a heavy burden, I feel like you're kind of stepping into this area of success. You have this pig. It says beware of greed. I would be careful of people who are greedy or who are just trying to get something from you, of course. So, there you go. You got 2 cards here. You have this torch that says spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. And with that, you have this valley card that says deep personal strength and peace that assures success. They're kind of the same. So, that makes sense. I feel a lot of you could be kind of getting to this place of personal strength and personal peace, and this could be assuring your success. I also kind of feel with the Ten of Cups twice that it's encouraging you to make sure to protect your personal peace with this reading. You have this new job, new career card. We see a lot of stuff about potentially stepping into like a new job or new career here. You have this chair filled that says someone new is entering into your life. Definitely. I'm going to use the deck I would actually wanted to use as well. So this is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. And we're going to pull some more themes for you because why not? Bonus for you Scorpios. But let's see what else comes up. Definitely could be new love. Yeah, you have this devotion card. This card is like a person who is devoted to you, a person who really wants till death do us part. You can see this dead little bird right here. So I feel like you could be attracting a new person at this time. You have this convention card. You fixed signs, I would definitely be breaking free from convention. So Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo, especially if you have those in your chart. You obviously you have Scorpio in your chart, but I'm saying if you have extra fixed energy in your chart, I would be doing things to break free from the way things have always been done. We are in a time, I believe, where we have to change our story. It's just that simple. We all tell ourselves the same story every single day, but we can choose to tell ourselves a different story. We can literally use our words. I script every single night. I always talk about this. I always write how I want my day to go. for the next day, but that's not always what I do. Sometimes I write about, something I want to manifest or something I want to, like an experience I want to have, and I script it out, like how I want it to be, and I'm just changing my story. Again, is it magical? I'm not saying it's magical. I'm not saying you have to believe in the law of attraction. I think it just puts your mind in the right place. Again, it's funny we were talking about logical and intuitive. It's like if you're a logical person, I could totally see things from your side of not believing in the law of attraction, but I also see that the logical reasoning would be you're using your reticular activating system, and when you start writing about something, you start to see all the opportunities and possibilities that exist. So if you're logical, do that. If you want to be magical like Harry Potter, then I would say, believe in law of attraction. Of course, I believe personally, I've attracted some crazy stuff in my life, and all through doing this. And again, it's free. You don't have to like pay someone to go learn how to do it, right? Scripting doesn't take anything really, except like 10 minutes of your time. So I would start changing your story. Could be with scripting, writing affirmations, just you talking to yourself in a different way. You have this fulfillment card. We see a ton of fulfillment here. So duh. You have this ostentation card. This is a card of being able to tell the difference between what's real and fake. This is real, this is fake. So I just kind of feel like you're in a position where you're able to tell the difference, plain and simple. And finally, you have this originality card. I would be very focused on original ideas right now. I'm telling you right now, the quickest way to riches in the future, mark my words, we will see a lot of people with more original ways of doing things. This does not mean that you have to be like some, weirdo genius inventor, right? But what it does mean is if you can add like a little bit of a twist to something that's already being done, you would be really successful. I always tell people all the time, like people, trust me, like I got a ton of people coming at me in a good way, not a complaint, asking how to have a tarot channel, and I tell every single one of those people the same thing. Like, if I were you, tarot's really competitive right now. I would, can you come up with a twist? Can you do tarot dressed up as a dinosaur, right? That's the example I always use, because it's like the same, but there's a twist. It's different. And again, people who come up with those ideas for your own business or even your love life, come up with a twist for your love life, right? Or something else. Those are the people that are going to be really, really successful. So that's what I would do. But again, overall, a lot of happiness here. I love this reading for you. Really good. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.